while since I've done anything with this. Well, it's been a while since this garage is even somewhat clean. I put the 4Runner and the Corvette in last night for the first time in a month and a half. The 57 Chrysler, there's videos on it if you've never seen it, if you're someone who likes my 4Runner stuff. Daughter's Jeep. That went out to Chrysler's at Carlisle this weekend. It was a fun weekend. Drove it out, had no problems, and then it started vapor locking the second day of the show on Saturday when I was heading to my sister-in-law's house nearby the fairgrounds. So I towed that home. My brother-in-law came out from Pittsburgh with my trailer, and I'm very appreciative of that because we towed it home. With that car, it's going to need a little bit more sorting, and we kind of knew that, but we were just trying to get it to the shape where it could drive out, and it did drive out beautifully. There'll be a video, really bad audio with all the wind and everything, of me in the last 5 or so minutes of the drive out there on Thursday. But back to this. This TRD Pro is going on a it's about 2,400 miles on it right now, almost 2,500 miles on it. I picked it up in February. Haven't really driven it a lot. Sold my other 4Runner, which I've continued to drive up until about a month and a half, 2 months ago. So I started driving this, and today is really going to be a nice test the next week. So we're in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is where I live, and almost in downtown Pittsburgh. You can see the tops of the buildings from up over the hill there. However, this is going on a trip to Destin, Florida today with myself and my 2 kids. And we are going to do a little road trip before my daughter goes off to college here in another month. So, you know, it's clean. Like the early morning light with this, underground, it really does. It's got more of that wet cement look to it right now, which I like that part of it. There's no metallic in this car, but it glows so much you don't notice it. You would swear it would be one of these colors that is metallic. You see some of the lighter there. But and maybe I'm strange, but like I washed it the other day, I didn't really detail it, but I wanted it clean, but I'll detail it after I get back. These are the canvas back cargo liners. So those are pretty nice, all the way around on there. This Prime Yogi, this goes on the back of the seat, and then there's Velcro that would normally stick in the back, but it won't stick to that. Canvas back, no problem. There's straps where it'll hold in place. So I can hold in there my emergency kits, some basics, first aid kits, a tarp, like a little plastic tarp if I had to change a tire by the side of the road, all that good stuff. So that goes up there. One of my 2 coolers, that'll be the one to take to the beach. The other one, so you don't need to know about the packing. So in here, the other thing is I have a set of canvas back seat liners. I'm not going to do that because my daughter's going to be driving and riding back here, and don't want it to be, I don't know how comfortable that would be. It's perfect for the pets. So we're ready to go. Plenty of charging things. This integral, this is perfect. I have one of the big Yeti tumblers that I'll have on there, and then you can have another cup, and then it goes, not too bad. So this is going to be a fun thing. What I wanted to point out mostly from this video, other than showing that I actually watched this for the first time in over a month, was that I want to test out a couple things on here. So these are the Terra grapplers. These came standard on it. I upgraded from the Dunlops on my red SR5 Premium and went to Falcon Wild Peaks, and they're good. We had a warranty issue, and they paid like 85%, something like that, and I upgraded to even the bigger Wild Peak. Peaks. We were getting premature wear on the Wild Peaks, but the second set, the really heavy duty, pardon my ignorance, on the cords on the Wild Peaks, they were fantastic, and both sets were fantastic in the snow. And that was one of the things I wanted them for. This truck has not off-roaded. The other one did off-road, and I mean at my family's farm, so it needs to be able to go through mud, light trails, nothing Rubicon-esque, but those were good tires. These are nice. They're quiet. They're not like Dunlops, so those are really nice and very good highway tires. I'll get a little bit of a sense of these on the 1,000+ miles down, 1,000+ miles back, and whatever kind of fun we can have down in Destin. So it's going to be fun to check that out. Then I also want to know, like kind of noise on the roof rack. The exhaust on these, I like the placement of it, but it is a little bit louder than I would have expected. Now I have a loud exhaust on the Corvette, and you kind of like that. This one, to be honest with you, as an owner experience, if I could get the regular one turned like this, I would, because this one's a little throatier, and a V6 doesn't sound as good with that kind of throatiness as a V8 would. And if you know, you know. So that's going to be another thing I'd like to talk about. I also put my WeatherTech bump step on here. That was on the previous vehicle. I don't think I've ever had that on there before. So I want to kind of give a driving impression of the first real road trip. Mike Chrysler did a road trip with me, and they're not my car until they do like a nice long 2+ hour road trip. So I'm really going to get some road trip time in with this. So we'll be up to we'll be close to 5,000 miles by the time I get back, which will be fun. And I'll post some little things on the way down. We don't know where we're going to stop. I have my destination planned, but I don't really have anything in between planned. I know I'll get there in plenty of time over 2 days. I just have to finish throwing everything in the suitcases. It's a summer trip, so I don't really need like fancy, all kind of stuff for all kind of occasions, a couple nice shirts. But I'm not a planner when it comes to the in-between. I know what the goal is. How I get there is sometimes a little bit of pulling it out of my, magic hat. Clean that up. But this is going to be fun. I want to do some 4Runner stuff, and even if it's a family road trip, because these are great cars for family road trips. I got an impression of the red 4Runner now. It's living with my sister-in-law, brother-in-law, and my 2 nephews. Primarily driver for my oldest nephew. But my brother-in-law, who's quite a car guy, really loves the 4Runner. It's the perfect kind of vehicle. He's actually considering, at some point buying one, and maybe even getting one of this vintage in a couple years. He has a company vehicle, so he doesn't need it now. But he loves the overall packaging, the size. It's not too small, not too big. And he loves, they have the 3rd row, so it's kind of nice in a pinch, but he really loves the overall, the quiet for what it is, the comfort for what it is. It's a very, it does a lot of things well, and that's what these are. So I'm going to get this ready to go, and over the course of the next week, you'll see this in different locations instead of my wonderful driveway, and I can't wait. So thanks for watching. Check out some stuff. If you're wondering what a 57 Chrysler looks like, it's on my page. That was a trip in and of itself, but it has drained me. It's just time-wise. I had 35+ hours just sorting that car out with a friend to get it ready for there, and then the time out there. And I just have been like on zero energy. And then I knew we had to come back here and go to the vacation. I know, not a bad deal, but I want to get this. I want to, have some fun. I want to have fun with this, and I'll share a little bit with you on what kind of adventures we get on the way, because I don't know where we're stopping to sleep tonight. Might be the Corvette Museum. Of course, I got eye rolls from both kids when it comes to that. My kid loves my Corvette, but we've kind of Corvette museumed out because that's a perfect halfway point for us. I don't know where we're going to go, but you're going to see this car in different locations. So have a great day. It is Tuesday morning, my time, so Enjoy, like, subscribe, have fun, and engage. I love the questions, and I know there's some questions I haven't gotten to in the last week or so. I've been a little busy, so I'll answer it. And if you want to know impressions or what I think as just a regular driver enthusiast of these, but this is my daily driver. Let me know, because I will tell you the ultimate answer is get one of these. If you're on the fence, get one of these 5th gens. You will not go wrong. Even if the 6th gen is a wonderful vehicle, and I hope it will, and they sort everything out, the 5th gens are just special. They will hold their value. They're fun, and they're just, there's a reason they made these for like 15 plus years, and they got it right. So have a great day. So here I am, 670 miles plus, actually. There's probably about 15 miles. I didn't reset the odometer when I did the first fill up. So 680 miles into our 1,000-mile trip. We're somewhere in Alabama, northern Alabama, but there's less than 5 hours to our destination in Destin, Florida. So I wanted to just, I'll kind of like end this video inside the vehicle, or you can see all the beautiful bugs on my window. But what I want to tell you really about this car, that kind of, I've never had a road trip with this car. And yeah, I had a 21 SR5 Premium, and it's a really good road trip machine. Well, this is actually more enjoyable, and for the reason I did not expect. The Terra grapplers are very nice tires. They're good highway tires. I did not expect that. The Falcon Wild Peaks are really good. They're very good in the snow, but they're a little knobbier, a little more aggressive. But these were a nice compromise. I'm sure they'll be okay in the snow, but they seem very, very good and compliant on the highway. What also surprised me greatly on this vehicle was that the Fox suspension to the seat of my pants from last driving the 4Runner SR5 Premium about 2 months ago, I will tell you, this has more of a compliant ride. It's actually a better, more highway machine. I did not expect that. I know the Fox suspension is superior to what's on an SR5 or SR5 Premium, what have you, but wow, it was very good. So I'll have some pictures in the daylight tomorrow, but it is 9:37 my time. I've been on the road about 11 hours. I've been home less than 1 day in the last week, traveling with my one show car, and then all the time working on that said show car, and all the other things, being a dad to 2 kids, and all that fun stuff, getting ready to pack. I really need to go up and fall asleep for a while, and then get on the road tomorrow, because then it's vacation time for the next week. But I will tell you, I'm more and more impressed with the 4Runner in general, the 5th gen, but this Fox suspension, the tires, the setup is really nice. The only minus is the exhaust is really, it does drone. Well, I drone, so whatever. But it's a little loud at times, where I would love the shape of that exhaust, but not as aggressive of a sound on there. And then I'll do a little thing tomorrow when we get to Destin. I'll show you the mileage down. I've done all the different things, and I haven't calculated them all. I'll do them all at one time. But thank you for checking this out. Thank you for following the 4Runner stuff on here. But so to recap, very impressed with the Fox suspension, very impressed with the Terra grapplers, and the only minus is the sound of the exhaust at times. So it's more aggressive TRD Pro. So, but the placement of the exhaust is much better for off-roading, and also if you want to crack that back window at all. But I'm going to get some sleep, Have a great day, and like and subscribe. I'll be doing another one of these, and then probably nothing for a week or so. All right, take care.